just an amazing crowd. I can't say it enough. To get 15,000 during the holidays on a weeknight, just amazing. We've got one of the best fan bases in all of college basketball. I 100%. I'm not just saying that. That's not coach speak. That's not me appealing to the fans. Amazing. Our guys did a great job of locking in on the offensive scouting report. That's why we took so many threes, because they were going to pack the paint, and we were able to knock down a bunch in the first half. Jaelen was phenomenal on Stevens, just unbelievably disruptive. And I just thought overall it was just a terrific game. This is the first time since 19 what? 67 since they've started 13-0. And our guys should be applauded for that, because I don't have to ask them to play hard. I don't have to ask them to practice hard. And this is year 11 of being a head coach. That is not always the case. So great win, great crowd. Very, very appreciative. But now we'll watch film and move on.
Jaelen scores 26, and you already mentioned what he did on Stevens. I guess my first question is, what's more important, what he did against Stevens or his offense?
Both's pretty good. He played terrific defensively. Mash and House get so annoyed when I pump up Stevens. And maybe I'm not as dumb as I look. Maybe I'm doing that to fire them up, but they're as dumb as they look at times. But he, House took pride in it. And Stevens is terrific, but House is terrific as well. And the offensive side of it, making those threes, and guys were really passing the ball well. 17 assists was terrific.
I know Jaelen said, and I've seen some of the other players make reference to it, like on social media, like a revenge tour, and they feel like last year obviously wasn't fun. They weren't winning a lot of games, but is that something the teams ever talked about? Like, we got to go through Mountain West play again and kind of show people that last year wasn't what we were. Do you talk about that at all?
I think that's a stupid way to look at it, but good for them. The young people, they invent some things that I don't see. I don't take any of it. Now, if it motivates you, great. What are we getting revenge on? We were an incomplete team last year. I respect everybody that we play. I've said a million times, I take praise like I take criticism. It's all the same to me. It's never personal. I'm going to coach every game like it's a national championship game. I don't care who's on the other sideline. So it's never personal with me, but if it motivates them, have at it.
Coach, the 17-0 run early, just what was the biggest impact that had on the rest of the game, where Colorado State's trying to claw back the entire time?
Yeah, they started off well. They started off with the lead. They were up 5, and then we just exploded offensively, and we were getting stops. We were just making shots. We've not made a lot of shots this year, but we haven't taken a lot of shots this year. And we really offensive game planned on, guys, they're going to collapse on all drives, and if you've got to step in and catch and shoot 3. We have the ability to do it. Javante's hitting them, KJ's hitting them, obviously House was hitting them, and Mash was hitting them. So they're good shooters. The bread has been buttered with other things, but, good teams take what the game gives them.
Coach, balanced scoring again, ball movement.
Yeah, you have to do that versus Colorado State, because they pack the paint. They're tough. They were, what were they, picked top 3 in the league or whatever it was. They're a really good team. They're going to get healthy. But if you don't move the ball and you go isolation basketball, they're going to make you pay. And I thought our offensive attack was terrific.
Coach, today about the added game against Oral Roberts. Can you just talk about what in adding that game?
Yeah, grateful to be able to do it. Appreciative of Eddie and Dave working with us on it. Obviously, just odd circumstances to add San Fran, which is a challenge, one-day prep. Now we get Oral Roberts in our building. There's not a lot of options. It wasn't like we had 15, 20 choices. So Oral Roberts is a mid-50s net. They're low 70s Ken Palm. We feel like they're going to win a lot of games, probably similar to Iona in a lot of ways. So it was just something we wanted to do. And we wanted to, when we play in this building, we got a shot against anybody. So grateful that it worked out.
Coach, you had 28 points off of just fast breaks. And it seems like no matter how high you run up the score, you guys are playing with the same intensity. What can you attribute that culture to?
We brought the right guys in who play hard. It sounds obvious and it sounds simple. It's not simple. But we just brought in some hard-playing guys who you don't have to ask them to practice hard. You have to sometimes tell them to tone it down. but they're embracing all of this. They're embracing that 15,000 people are coming to see them play. They're embracing that we've done something the second time in school history. They're embracing being ranked. They're embracing trying to compete, in this conference because it's a terrific one. So one at a time. But I've always told them that the 13 games, I've never had to question their effort, and that's huge.
You have any message for when you go up there to Mashburn and House about maybe your next opponent, some guard on that team that you can get under their skin about?
I'll try to figure it out. They're. I mean, I don't know if EK played tonight. You'd probably know if over me, but they're going to get healthy and they're terrific. So we'll let them sleep in a little bit, watch a bunch of film on this game, and then game plan. But I mean, Maldonado and EK are two of the best players in the league. So we know that. I don't know if I need to hype them up. They're obviously a little different, but once they get healthy, they'll be terrific as well.
Coach, you can look at Wyoming, you can look at Fresno State and see that they're at the bottom of the league, but the Mountain West Road it's a different animal. Like, is this the perfect time for this team to go on the road with the way it's playing?
No, I wish we played all games at home in front of 15,000 people. I mean, you just, as I've said over and over again, and it's boring, but you try not to get too high or too low. It's a win. We're 13-0. We're 1-0 in league. Move on. Every game, especially in conference, is just so different. So stay humble, stay hungry, keep playing the right way. Don't change. I think when we're ourselves, we're pretty good.
Coach, how do you prepare for a team like Wyoming, not knowing if the preseason play of the year is going to be on the floor or not?
Did you play tonight?
Well, they just started.
Oh, okay.
He's not doing that.
We'll prepare as if he's going to play, and then we'll just kind of see from there. So we got, 2 days to prepare for it, and we'll assume he's playing, and if he's not, we'll just adjust. So we have enough footage of him not playing, so we'll be able to see that, and then obviously we know him playing last year.
I mean, it feels good when, you got the crowd on your side and just being loud, that gives us energy, honestly. And, I mean, we felt that tonight, as you guys could see that.
I know you're a guy that plays off your own energy or the crowd's energy or whoever's energy. You find energy to play off of anyway. How good is it for you in your game when there is that energy that you don't even have to kind of find? You don't have to talk trash to get it. Like, it's there.
I like it. I mean, obviously, I get going off energy, but it's just cool to have that. We didn't have that last year. We weren't good. So having this many fans every time now, I mean, I feel like that's going to make us even better now.
And the target on your back, I know you guys know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
It was there because of 12-0. It was there because of the ranking and all that.
We hunt teams still, too, though. It's revenge season from last year. We had a bad year, and now we try and turn this thing around.
And that's the mindset. I know I've seen Matt kind of tweet something about that once, and that's what you guys are going after this year a little bit, right? It's because of what happened last year. You guys think
we didn't like that. Yeah, we didn't like that. I know. We would be in games with people, but we just could never finish it. And then now we got the pieces to do so.
Did you feel it tonight? And if you felt it, what does it feel like?
I mean, this was an important game for me. A lot of people have been saying Stevens is better than me, and I just wanted to go out there and show them he's not better than me.
What did Coach Pitino tell you? And you and Mashburn, you and Stevens are both point guards, but I know he's told us the other day you guys are getting tired of hearing him talk about how good Stevens is.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So how much of that was, obviously he's a good player.
Yeah, of course. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but, this was personal.
How much do you think that was Pitino getting maybe at you a little bit?
No, it's not even that. People have been saying he's better than me, so I just wanted to show people he's not better than me.
You didn't go enough Stevens. You guys held him to just 10 points tonight. You guys had some pretty intense plays on her. What was it like just having that matchup tonight against him?
Like I said, it was personal, so I was trying to get on his head.
You talk about how tonight's matchup kind of just set the tone for the rest of conference play. A team that was in the tournament last year, swept you guys last year, and just to have a monumental win like that tonight, how does that set the tone?
We got to move on. There's one game. We got another game on the 31st, I believe. We play Wyoming, so we got to get ready for that tomorrow.
You guys obviously are a team that hasn't shot a lot of threes this year. They're a defense that kind of dares you to shoot threes. Coming into this game, did you realize that you would set a season high and made threes by like the 4-minute mark of the first half?
Nah, I mean,
6-minute mark of the first half. You guys already had your season high. So, like, did you guys kind of know that might happen? Maybe not quite.
we knew how they played defense. You know, they're in the gaps a lot, so it's a lot of driving kicks or one mores. So we were working on that all week, and it showed.
The transition of the big guys newer to the program, just talk a little bit about what the importance of that has been to your game and to the Lobos overall.
For me, it takes a load off for me, you know. They just can't sit in the gaps like as much as they were doing last year. And for our team, it helps us a lot because that gives us another weapon that we can use on offense. And defensively, they rebound the ball too, so I'm so glad we got them.
The haircut. It's tempting the basketball gods by cutting your hair there. If you had a bad game, we could all blame the haircut.
Nah. I just wanted to cut. I went home. Well, I wouldn't say it was just me. My dad said I looked like a caveman, so I wanted to cut my hair. That's all it really was.
Caveman was 12-0, though.
Yeah, I'm superstitious, but I'm not that superstitious.
Last year, Wyoming came here ranked number 22. You all took them down here. This year, kind of, opposite end of that. I mean, what are you guys going to do on Saturday to make sure you're the ones coming out on top?
Keep playing our game. That's really it. It's got us to 13-0, so we just continue to keep playing our game offensively and defensively.
Anything else for Jaelen?
Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thanks, Jaelen.
Yep.
So much fun. So much fun. The energy in there was amazing, and I'm just glad we were able to get the dub, come out with the win in the first game of conference play. So it was really good, really good.
What was that first? I know they got 5-0. They were out 5-0. But like, what was that first 5 minutes of that game like tonight?
Man, energy-wise from the crowd, you're asking? I mean, it was amazing. I mean, we couldn't even hear our own plays. We had to, come up with some hand signals for some of our plays just because of how loud it was in there. So, and we're looking for it to be like that every time in the pit. We love these fans, and we're just going to continue to play hard and keep winning games for these fans. So, yeah.
I know you've always approached, since you've been here, you've approached everything with respect for your opponents and all that, but a whole lot of confidence as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Coach Pitino talked up quite a bit how good
Stevens
was.
Yeah.
I'm curious how much Jaelen already told us he took it
Mm-hmm.
personal.
Yeah.
I'm curious how personal you took it that everyone was talking about how good Stevens was coming into this
Yeah,
season.
I took it personal too. Players like that, you always want to play against. He's a tremendous player, and I'm glad he's back healthy and getting back healthy and stuff like that because, he's a great player for this conference. But, yeah, I definitely took it personal because you want to see where you are with the best guys. And I think, I'm one of the best and we're one of the best. So we just got to keep plugging away and keep competing and keep doing the things that we know how to do.
Jamal, once conference play starts like it did tonight, it's kind of a clean slate.
Mm-hmm.
You can just focus, kind of forget the non-conference games. What does it feel like to kind of start off with a statement like this?
Feels great. It was exactly our goal, what we wanted to do. I'm glad we were able to do it in kind of a dominating fashion, and then and have some momentum going into Wyoming, which is going to be a tough place to play. So we're going to just getting ready for that. And it was great. It was great.
You guys knew the scouting report obviously was that they were going to pack the paint and pretty much dare you guys to shoot threes, and they've done that all year.
Mm-hmm.
You guys haven't shot a lot of threes, but your coach has been saying all year it's because of what you have inside. It wasn't that you guys couldn't shoot threes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys expect to shoot as many as you did tonight? And was there any worry that you guys hadn't shot them this year?
Yeah.
Was there any worry that they'd go in like they did?
No worry at all with this team. Especially when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, there's no worry. We knew going into the game that they were gonna pack the paint in, and we were gonna have a lot of catch and shoot opportunities, and in transition and in the half court, because they played a defensive scheme with those bigs, trapping those bigs. So we were able just to get open looks and knock them down. We're as confident as offensive team in the country, so we're just gonna keep knocking them down.
What's the key in the second half when you have the lead to not let up and you're able to maintain it?
Yeah, just continuing to have the same defensive intensity we did in the first 4 minutes as we did going into the second half. Regardless if we're up by 10, down by 10, whatever the score is, we try to keep the same level head and even kill mentality. So that's what helped us with the second half.
And Coach mentioned through the first 13 games so far this season, he's never had to question your guys' effort, taking on your intensity. How do you do that as a team? Keep that up.
I think our core guys, the guys that were here last year and the leaders that we have on this team, myself and KJ included, we and even just like Josiah, our main dudes, we all are level-headed and we're all leaders and we all lead each other and we all lead ourselves, first of all. And so I think that's what propels us to be in the position we are right now. We're just looking to keep going. We're going to be as humble as possible and just get back to the drawing board and work on Wyoming.
Because like forever since you guys have had a true road game like Wyoming, I mean they're going to be a tough atmosphere after this. I mean, just thoughts on finally going back on the road.
I mean, we're ready to play. I mean, I remember what happened last year in that game, in the final seconds of that game. So I mean, we're going to be up for that game. That's a tough atmosphere to play, but that's a great atmosphere to play. That's one of the better things about college basketball, going on the road, getting the win. So that's our goal. That's what we're going to look to do. So
You're down 5-0. That old phrase, refuse to lose. Is that the way to describe your team?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. We think we can handle and be in with any team in the country. And I think we put in the work to be able to say that and to be able to go out there and execute that. So I think that refuse to lose mentality is a perfect way to describe our team because, we got so many pieces. We got, so many guys with the right mentality. And, it's hard to beat us. It's hard to beat us when we got dudes like that. So, I mean, that's a great way to describe our team.
You guys are also just the second team now to start 13-0 in this program's history. The other one was 55 years ago. So you guys have joined some pretty select company already in that regard. What does that mean to you? This program hasn't exactly been where it used to be for 6 or 7 years, and you guys are the ones tasked with trying to get it back.
I mean, even from last year, when I came here, I was looking to just bring something good back to this city, to this place, and stuff like that. And now, we're looking to do that, and we're continuing to do that. This is not done. We're nowhere near a finished product. But when I came here with Coach Pitino and we had our plan, this we expected to do this. We didn't expect to be undefeated now, but that's great. We are. But I mean, we're glad we're here in this position, and we're just going to keep being humble and keep going.
How is it playing with a point guard like Jaelen's playing right now, both offensively and defensively?
Man, he's great. I mean, everything he's doing, I'm not surprised. I've seen him do it last year. I've seen him. I've been with him in practice. We work out together. I'm not surprised by that dude. He's an amazing player, amazing person. So.